Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Sector 5. I am your host, as always, Cody, the Hangman Heinzman, and I am here, surprisingly, to talk about The Rookie. Did not expect to have a Rookie video this early, but for those that may not be aware, I'm going to say today, it's more or less yesterday, but today, Hulu put out an extended version of the episode His Name Was Martin. And I'm here to give my thoughts on that episode and kind of talk about it a little bit. So, I watched the extended cut. And I have to say, I feel that really bettered the season. The things I wanted from that episode, we didn't get so much more of Lucy after she unfortunately kills Martin, and she's talking in the IA office, well, in the interrogation office with Nolan. But they did put a little bit more in there, and I do think the episode was better for what little bit they put there. I also think with some of the other stuff that we got extra with it, with Harper and Penn, I think that really helped some of the season as well. Because if you watched my season rank video, one of my complaints I had about season 8 was, okay, you had Nyla back in uniform, and then she's back in the detective seat like that, like nothing happened. And that was a bit of a sour spot for me, because it just felt like they sped way too quickly past it. And after this episode, I will say that just the small inclusion towards the end of Nyla, whenever they get back to the police station, where she says, I'm just tired of being in this uniform, and Gray's like, yeah, I'll see if we can get a push on that to get you out of uniform. That little bit helped. And I watched the next episode. Well, I'm currently rewatching the next episode, but I watched enough of it to realize that there was a 2-week span from His Name Was Martin to the next episode. So there was a 2-week gap. So I do think this extended edition really gave season 8 the missing pieces that season 8 needed. Like, even towards the beginning, one of the things that was added or deleted, I guess, whichever way you want to look at it, deleted from the original and brought back into this extended edition, was Nyla's a little bit of relationship with Penn, you know, and showing that, you know, she's trying, but the fact that she's back in uniform and having to go back to Westview, you know, that all was playing a part with her, and just her, you know, at the beginning that they added a scene in Roll Call with Lucy and Selena talking to Nyla about how training is going with Penn, and they have a little back and forth there, and Nyla says, I'm not judging his character or anything. I have no questions about his character. It's just his confidence that needs work. So it showed a little bit more of Nyla being Penn's training officer, and I think that was something that I was also saying was really lacking in the actual season, because you had like that one episode where Nyla puts Penn in the driver's seat and says, "You are the training officer and I'm the rookie," and that's really all we got from the original season. But with this extended cut, it shows a little bit more of the interaction between Harper and Penn, which I feel was lacking in season 8. So all in all, this extended cut really boosts season 8. I think I still wish that between the two episodes, the episode his name was Martin, and then the following episode, I do wish we had one more episode just in between them while Lucy was still on her leave because of the investigation and everything, before having her come back to the LAPD. If we had that, then maybe season 8 could be redeemed. But I think that's all I have to talk about. This extended cut was definitely what season 8 needed to keep it going, and really picks up on some of the problems that I seen with season 8. Doesn't fix everything, but some of my problems with just some small things here and there that happen in the episode, I do think that it did resolve that. So I hope y'all enjoy, and now this was a short little video, not much to really talk about, but I wanted to get my thoughts and opinions on this out. And if you were to ask me, do I wish we would have got this at the time the episode came out instead of having an extended cut, I would say yes. I was going to look through it and be like, okay, what could we have taken out of this episode for this to have gone in? And really looking back at it, just by my memory of watching it earlier, I don't know what you could have taken out. So that is a little bit of the problem. So I'm glad that we did get this extended cut to see, what couldn't make it to television. But I do feel I wish we could have got this sooner. Even if we could have got the extended cut like a few days after the episode came out. But it is nice to have somewhat of new rookie right now to hold us over till season 9. I'm still crossing my fingers that season 9 is not going to be terrible. We're still going to have to wait and see on that. So, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did not watch the extended episode, I highly advise you to watch it. Most of everything they added really helps. I guess there's one point that was extended that I'm like, we probably didn't need this. And that was, they added a scene where Bradford was talking with Selena and Lucy before they went out on patrol, and he's like, maybe I should, go on patrol with you while Selena, patrols on her own. I don't feel that was beneficial to the episode any. But all in all the other things that I feel were added or extended on was well needed and fantastic. So again, I advise, if you have not watched it, if you can watch it, go back and watch that. And maybe, watch the original before watching it, and maybe you can come up with some scenes that we could possibly get rid of. There's some folks that might say we could have got rid of the Dash thing completely, and I would disagree with that. I like Dash in the show, and I feel if you didn't set that in the show, then it would lose out on something, because part of that episode was Dash. So again, if you want to rewatch the old and then see the extended cut, and put your opinions down in the comments below on what you may have cut from the video, or if you even think the extended cut was worth watching, you're more than welcome. But I've rambled enough. I'm Cody the Hangman Heinzman. Thanks for watching, and that's just how it is.